Yes, Mother, yeah, good to start.
Hare Krishna, welcome to morning Bhagavatam class. I took up this opportunity to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam, though I am not qualified. So let's start with the Bhagavatam prayers and we'll go to the discussion. Om Ajnanatimiraandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghavanvitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Let's recite Srimad Bhagavatam glories. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् शुश्रूषोषददानस्य वासुदेवा कदा रुचिः स्यान्महत्सेवया विप्रा पुण्यतीर्थानि सेवनात् शृण्वतां स्वगतः कृष्णा पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तन हृदयन्तस्तु भद्राणि विध्नोति सताम् नष्टप्रायेषु च भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवतेरुत्तमश्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी तदाद्रजस्तमो भावा कामलोभस्तयश्च चेतयेतिरनाविद्धिं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति एवं प्रसन्नमनसो भगवद्भक्तियोगतः भगवत्तत्त्वविज्ञानं मुक्तसञ्जस्य जायते भिद्यते हृदयग्रन्थेश्चिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते च कर्माणि दृष्ट एतुप्रेवात्मनेश्वरे ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय I feel so blessed to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam on the glorious month of Bhadra. So actually what we think, we take help from so many people like parents, husband, kids, teachers, gurus, mentors, but do we get any chance to glorify them? So it's really important. So whatever we do, it's really important to glorify all the others who are in our lives, who are parts of our life. So I took this opportunity to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam, though I'm not qualified. I don't know how much I appreciate Bhagavatam. So, and Srila Prabhupada, it's not like a granted thing, but we should appreciate whatever it is given by Krishna to us in our lives. So today we'll start with this glorification, or we just read the verses, but we never know what's going. So I will read the meanings of the verses from Narayana Namaskritya. So before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Naranarayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. So we have to glorify all these great personalities. So the next thing is, O twice born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely free from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of Vasudeva. And Shrunvata Swagata Krishna. O Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma, Super Soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of a devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, who are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regular attendance in classes on Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's mode of passion, ignorance, such as lust, desire, hankering, disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes completely happy. Thus, the established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by the contact with devotional service to the Lord, gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the stage of liberation from all material association. And the last prayers. Thus, the knot in the heart is pierced, and all misgivings are all cut into pieces. The chain of fruitive actions is terminated when one sees the self as a master. So Srimad Bhagavatam is not just a scripture, but I could see a lot deeper meaning in that. So I did make a small, like a note for myself. So I'll be reading from that, and at the same time I'll be explaining. So what is Srimad Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam is compiled by Vyasadeva. It has 12 cantos, and it consists of 18,000 verses. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended Srimad Bhagavatam as spotless Purana and distinguishes from all the other Puranas. So in Bhagavat Purana, like Srimad Bhagavatam, is considered to be the ripened fruit of all the Vedic literature. Srila Vyasa Muni, the compiler of Vedic text, he even also told that Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Shukamukad Amrita Drava Samyuktam Nigama Bhagavatam Rasam Amalam Amhur Aho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavakaha. So it's like Srimad Bhagavatam is the mature fruit of desire tree of Vedic literature. It is emanated from the lips of Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, the fruit has become more tasteful, although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is the ripened fruit, and it is the most tasty fruit. So, who compiled this wonderful scripture? This scripture is compiled by Veda Vyasa. It's all started because of Parikshit Maharaj. He was about to die in 7 days because of the curse. So this Bhagavatam is not about living happily ever after, but this scripture talks more about art of dying. So it has 18,000 verses, and every verse is unique. Every verse, every sentence, and every commentary by Srila Prabhupada made it more nectarian. So Vyasadeva, he compiled 4 Vedas: Sama, Yajur, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, 4 Vedas, and he compiled so many Vedanta sutras, Mahabharata, Puranas, but he's not happy in his heart. I don't know why he's not happy, but he's like, I'm not happy at all. Then Narada Mahamuni, he gives him advice to write Srimad Bhagavatam, where there is all these scriptures that tell how to do, what to do, when to do. But the Srimad Bhagavatam is the one, it's glorifying Lord itself. I did learn so many shlokas and dances when I'm small. Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Falake. And even Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. I know, I recited, I memorized, but I came to know the sweetness by only by reading Bhagavatam, because there is glorification of Krishna everywhere. So the first verse, it talks about, it starts with praying, Lord, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadiyasya. It starts with powerful verse, and it ends with Satyam Param Dhimahi, the verse. So it's like humble prayers to Vasudeva. I meditate upon you so that I will get out of this illusion. Is the Satatam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So the second verse, it is more powerful than the first verse. So every verse in Srimad Bhagavatam is so motivating, and it's hope giving. So the second verse, it talks about Dharma Projita Kaitava. So who can recite who can read this? Everybody can read. It's like no, like only these people can read, or only old people. No, you can read. Anybody can read the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in the second verse, Srila Prabhupada gave a good commentary. We have to read it so many times. So I'll just read a small snippet from Srila Prabhupada. Dharma Prodita Kaitava, rejecting all religious activities. Religion includes 4 primary subjects, namely pious activities, economic development, satisfaction of the senses, and finally liberation from material bondage. Irreligious life is a barbarous condition. Indeed, human life begins when religion begins. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending are the 4 principles of the animal life. These are common both to animals and to human. But religion is an extra function of the human being. Without religion, human life is no better than animal life. Therefore, in human societies, there is some form of religion which aims at self-realization and which makes reference to man's eternal relationship with the God. So that is the only difference between man and an animal, where we are born for higher purpose. We have to distinguish. We have to make sure the we have to make sure, right, the distinguish between other elements and why they are born, when they are born, what is going on. So the thought process comes from that self-realization. So we have threefold miseries, like the miseries arise from the mind, body, and the miseries inflicted by other living entities. And because of the natural calamities we have, but we don't have any control over them. But as soon as we come to the real position as transcendental servant, we can at once free from all miseries. Uh, so Srimad Bhagavatam, it covers 10 topics, something like so the 10 topics are Sarka, Visarka, Sthanam, Poshanam, Atyaha, Manvantra, Ishanukata, Nirodha, Mukti, Ashraya. So what are all these things? So these are subject related to creation of the ingredients of the cosmos, creation of Brahma, the maintenance of creation, special favor given to the faithful, impetus for activity, prescribed duties for law-abiding men, a description of all the incarnations of the Lord, the winding up of the creation, liberation from gross and subtle material existence, and the ultimate shelter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The 10th item is the shelter of all the others. To distinguish this ultimate shelter from the other 9 subjects is Mahajanas. So directly or indirectly, we are praying. We are praying to Lord Krishna. So we have to do really serious study, and we should not take it as a granted. Reading scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam and everything. So I'll conclude by glorifying because I have to attend a meeting right now. So I will conclude by glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is the Amala Purana, and whenever we come in contact to Bhagavatam, or like a devotee book Bhagavatam and um, Bhagavatam as well as devotee Bhagavata, um, they are we are very fortunate to get their association. So please make sure you use the opportunity to surrender on to Lord Krishna by reading and meditating on the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I will conclude. I'm so sorry I can't open up for discussion or anything. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Um, I will conclude because I have to go to the meeting. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for taking the service at the last minute and by doing this. It's very powerful, encapsulated messages. Thank you for sharing the insights.
Thanks for giving me opportunity. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. All glories to all devotees. Hare Krishna.